Hi everyone, this is Eldad Amara back with another video. Now before I go into this video, I want to say this to YouTube and to some of you other social media companies, right? Listen, this article here I'm about to read, it wasn't written by me, it's not my words, okay? I'm just merely reading it to the general public so that they can become aware of what's going to happen this coming Saturday. Okay, here's the article. It's not written by me. Before you want to pull my videos down, check that it's not me that's saying this, okay? This article was by someone by the name of Arpan Ray. Arpan Ray. And the title is Gary Lineker backs pro-Palestinian demonstrators during the Amnesty Day March. Right, for those of you who don't know, Gary Lineker is an ex-footballer. He's played for England, okay? What we call football is called soccer in America. It's called soccer in America. Now, Gary Lineker used to play for the England team, I believe as a midfielder, and he was captain a couple of times, and he's got his own show on Match of the Day on the Saturday nights, which is all about football, yeah? He's got his own show, which is on a Saturday and on a Sunday night, which is about football. Anyway, this is what Gary has to say. Gary Lineker backed pro-Palestinian protesters seeking ceasefire and peace and criticised Home Secretary Suella Braverman, who called the pro-Palestinian demonstration a hate march. A hate march. Rishi Sunak, who's our Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak administration has condemned the protests planned for Amnesty Day later this month, calling it disrespectful amid fears that the march could interfere with 2-minute silence for commemorating the war martyrs at the Royal Albert Hall. So anyone who's going anywhere near the Royal Albert Hall, be mindful that it's supposed to be a march this coming Saturday. Marching and calling for a ceasefire and peace so that more innocent children don't get killed is not really the definition of a hate march, Mr. Lineker said on X. Okay, that's a new name by Twitter. It's called X, a social media platform. In response to Home Secretary's post, Ms. Braverman reshared the Prime Minister's post and said it is entirely unacceptable to desecrate Amnesty Day with a hate march through London. If it goes ahead, there is an obvious risk of serious public disorder, violence and damage, as well as giving offence to millions of decent British people, she said, prompting flack from other social media users. On Friday, PM, that's the Prime Minister Sunak, said that the planning of protests clashing with Amnesty Day is provocative and disrespectful. He added that there is a clear and present risk that cenotaph, I don't know what that is. He added that there is a clear and present risk that cenotaph and other war memorials could be desecrated, something that would be an affront to the British public and the values we stand for. The protest plans stoke the continuing row as the Prime Minister said that the right to remember in peace and dignity those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice had to be protected. But the Labour Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, accused the government of playing politics over the terrible tragedy unfolding in Gaza, after organisers taking the streets on the 11th said that they had no plans to disrupt Remembrance weekend events. The row began after the Security Minister wrote to the Metropolitan Police and Mr. Khan asked them to look at halting the demonstration. Tom Tiggerhan, I think that's the correct pronunciation, who said plans to hold the protest on a day of grief was not an appropriate time and not an appropriate venue, was later accused of posturing by Mr. Khan, who said only the government had the power to ban marches. Note that there are other places around the world that are also protesting, such as in Chicago. March organizer accused Mr. Tuggerhat of, at worst, an incitement to public disorder. Amnesty Day, or Remembrance Day, held on the 11th of November every year, is a Saturday this year, with the traditional Remembrance Sunday services the following day. People, be aware that there's going to be a march in London this coming Saturday. Okay, now there may be some disturbances because it clashes with Amnesty Day. So if you don't want to get caught up in all this, you need to find alternative routes for traveling. I've got this to say also to YouTube. This is not my article. This is not anything that I am actually saying myself. This article was written by someone by the name of Arpan Ray. Let me show you one more time. Arpan Ray. And there's Gary Lineker. There's a picture of him. Ex-footballer. Okay. Anyway, this is Eldad Amara with another video. Over and out.